Are we live yet? Is it happening?
We're live!
Jazz hands.
Love friends.
Oh, what's up?
Oh my gosh. There are so many friends in the chat right now. Like,
we're gonna pretend like we're just
who is
looking at
that?
it for the first time.
I don't know who that person is.
I don't know her.
That's shocking. Speaking of which, would you like to introduce yourself? Maybe we can get to know you while I go through the hellos in the chat.
That's a plan that you have. Okay. Hi everyone. I am Natalie, and I write books and I read books and I make content on the internet about that. And yeah. What are we doing today? Tough to say.
What are you doing right now?
I set a challenge to finish my book in 50 days, and that was like 10 days ago. And it is interesting because I got really sick, and then my dog got attacked by another dog, and that was the whole thing. And so I've just had like a week.
But he's okay. You should probably say that.
He's fine. Sorry. Yes, he's fine. He had to get his poor little shoulder like shaved, and he's a long-haired dog, and so he looks ridiculous. But he is fine. It's fine. And anyway, so I took a little bit off of writing, which is fantastic.
I'm gonna get my slippers. You keep talking. My feet are cold.
Where are you? Why are you?
They're just right over there. My feet are cold.
But you're.
Keep going. I can hear you.
Anywho, so it was a horrible week and I didn't really write. So I now have like 39 days left to finish my book. And then I was sitting there last night, and you will see this in a vlog, and I kind of maybe decided to just start draft 2 instead. And this sounds like a rash decision, but let me explain a little bit to say that it was traumatizing. Thank you, Ari. To say that I've thought about it, and I think that this is the right choice because there's so much that needs to change in the draft that I feel like anything I would write on from draft 1 right now would be useless words. So I've made this decision. Is it the right one? I don't know, but it's what I'm doing. I think I'm still going to, don't hold me to this, attempt to finish in the next 40 days.
What? From the top? I mean, not that I can't see you doing that, but this new draft?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, Natalie. Hell yeah.
It's not like a lot of it is being cut. It's just that I'm adding a bunch, you know?
Yeah.
So
and what you were telling me
I don't know.
I think you could do it, especially because you've already laid the groundwork. Like, right. You've already felt it. You already know the characters. You already know the foundation, the world. I think you could do that easily.
I appreciate the confidence.
I think you could do that.
Anyway, you heard it here first, folks. And we'll see. But anyway, who are you, Taylor?
Oh my God, who am I? I'm Tay. You're here on my channel, so welcome. I hope you are having a great day and a great time. If you are having a great time, if you wouldn't mind giving this video a like, that would really help me and Natalie out, and I would just really appreciate that. It
wouldn't really help me out. This is your channel.
No, it would help you. It would help.
It'll give me a confidence boost.
Yes, it would help you. 1 like equals 1 good luck to Natalie.
1 confidence.
1 confidence point gained to Natalie. But yes, I am an authortube booktuber. I have a cozy reading vlog going live this Saturday that I'm very excited about.
Hell yeah.
And I'm also an indie author. These are my children. Venture Below is book 1. Venture Beyond is book 2. It's a YA fantasy series full of a lot of action, adventure, fugitive princess, pirates. You guys already know the vibes. It's a good time. I'm working on Venture Alone, and funnily enough, I'm basically in the same place that Natalie is in, but I just had happened to have finished my draft 1. I say this because the ending is so trash, you guys. I don't even want to talk about it. But right before we jumped into the live part, I was like, I wonder, just for like funny reasons, like how many words I'm gonna have to delete. And it's
I
30,
told her not to be fair.
It's 30,000 words that I'm gonna
Yeah.
be basically scrapping completely for this second draft. But I was telling Natalie a lot of like basically all of the changes because she helped me outline the first time. And I feel really good about the changes. I think I'm keeping a lot of the core meat of the story. So again, just like I said to Natalie, like I know the foundation, I know where we're going, but I am currently re-outlining my book. I'm on chapter 26 and I have 3,500 words in this outline right now.
In the outline.
So my goal for this stream, if I'm crazy, would be to finish this outline during the stream. I don't know if that's possible, but we'll see. That's my goal because I want to start drafting probably by this weekend. Like because I'm rewriting, so I gotta say I'm drafting because I really am. Like I'm just rewriting the whole thing. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
You are so prolific. Like
What?
you write more than literally anyone I know.
That is such a great compliment. Thank you very much. I don't know how if I agree with that, but thank you very much. But what
did you say to me? This was like a month ago. You were like, "Hey Natalie, what if I wrote like 4 books this year?" And I was like, "What?" You've already written 2.
Technically, this is the one. This is one right now. Where we're at is one.
Okay, 1.5.
Okay.
Well, it's March.
Oh yeah, but you know also when I want to publish this one.
I do.
And the time limit, I'm on a crunch. And like you as a beta reader and an alpha reader, I'm telling you, you're going to have to get it to me pretty fast. When I give it to you, I'm going to need it like right fast.
I'm pretty sure I will be okay with that.
Like your
writing is pretty fast to read.
My beta readers, I'm going to be like, listen, I'm going to need this back in 5 days. I'm just kidding. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm going to need it back fast to get it done.
If you want to apply to be Taylor's beta reader, drop a comment.
You have to have read Venture Below and Venture Beyond, and be capable of reading this book in a week. Be capable of it. But yeah, when I want to publish this is actually sooner than I've been saying publicly. So we'll see.
You want to tell them why, or are you just going to leave it a mystery?
I don't want to tell them yet, but it is a very exciting thing that's putting me on a time crunch that I'm very excited to share with you guys, but I don't want to share it yet. Anyway, if anyone has questions for us, we are going to be doing 25-minute sprints, so that gives us a lot of leeway to yap. And I fear without structure or questions, who knows? Ooh, how many pages will it be? That's a great question. Venture Below and Beyond are about 313. Yeah. And then they're about 50K. And I'm thinking this is going to be 60, potentially 70. Who really knows? I have a lot to add. So I'm thinking it'll probably be 400, 450, 600. I don't know. It'll be bigger.
600. Double the size of the last one.
I'm just kidding. No. It'll definitely be bigger than the first 2 books because it's the last book. So we're wrapping up a lot of things. It will be longer, not probably by much, but it will be longer. And I believe you could read it pretty fast. Love surprises.
If you haven't read Taylor's book before, her writing is very fast.
It is.
You can read it fast.
I try. Very mysterious. Hello, Amanda. Okay, what is the difference between alpha and beta readers, Natalie?
Most people use them interchangeably. But when Taylor and I say it, what we mean is like an alpha reader is reading your first draft. So something you have not polished, you said, hey, I wrote this, can you read it? That's an alpha reader. A beta reader is you've refined this and you're ready for someone else's feedback on, like, could be your draft 2, it could be your draft 3, it could be whatever you want, but something that you've put a little bit more work into and said, I would like your feedback.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And you can be as specific as you want for both parties. Like for the alpha reader, you can be like, just let me know about, you're probably just aiming for like plot structure, or like in my case, I give vibes. I give like my initial reaction. I'm not like being nitpicky when I'm being an alpha reader, because I know this is not a polished product I'm receiving. It's like literally like in my case, like Natalie is sending me chapter by chapter, and I know this draft is her telling the story to herself, and like not to me specifically as a reader. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I'm not going to be like, oh, this sentence structure didn't make sense, Natalie. Like I'm not going to do that right now. But like in beta reading, I'll probably like, that's when you're going to be a little bit more particular about things. And then also as the writer, you can ask like, I'm just wanting structure feedback, or like I'm wanting line level stuff, like if you catch anything, or like character focus, and like you can be very specific to your beta readers, which I recommend, because sometimes as like a reader, it'll be a lot easier to know like what you're aiming for when you're going through the book.
I used a beta reader very specifically for 2 books ago. I sent it to a friend she wasn't a writer, but she was like an avid reader. And I said, can you specifically only give me information on the love subplot? Because like I was struggling with these 2 characters, and I was like, can you just look at this and tell me what you think? And like, I know the rest might need work, but just focus on this. So you can be even specific like that if you want.
Yeah. And I would try to find beta readers like that read in your genre and like read in that like type of what you're writing, because
and your age category. That's important.
Yeah. So it's like I want to find YA fantasy reader and not like a contemporary lit fic reader, you know, like for this project, that's not what I'm, you know, that's not the audience.
Like very specifically for YA. I don't know how many people in the chat here write YA, but Taylor and I do. And it's important that like you are having people who read YA read your work, because otherwise they're going to be like, she seems really moody.
And it's like,
and you're like, you're like, yeah, she's 15. Like, you know, if you read YA, you know, sometimes it has a different vibe.
Okay, I will need beta readers. I'm nowhere near that process right now, but
I'm just being obnoxious.
She is. Okay. Is there anything you wish you had known before indie publishing? Of course. Of course. I wish I would have known what I was doing. I really wish I would have known what I was doing. I published in 2021. I had very minimal knowledge about anything. Like the bare amount of knowledge somebody should have in indie publishing. And I knew I wanted autonomy. I knew like all the reasons that I indie published are still the same. But I would say I wish I had gotten more feedback. I wish I had had a better editor. Don't even get me started. And then I wish I had like sought out other writer friends like I have now, because I have so many. And like I have Natalie who writes like, again, YA. So it's like, I'm very heavily relying on my friend Natalie. I was like, girl, I need your feedback. I need your help. I need, you know, and I've learned also to have less cooks in the kitchen, because I got really lost when I was writing my second book. So I say have like, honestly, one person when you're in like the very beginning stage of your project that you can, you know, have that person as like you're bouncing ideas off of, or just even giving the manuscript to. And then as you feel more solid in the book, that's when you can maybe let in a few more eyes. But until you feel good about it, you could get really lost in what other people's ideas and like their thoughts are, just from my experience. And yeah, I wish I had done more research. I wish I had done more research. And maybe not have published Venture Below when I did. I think it should have waited another year for me to like, I should have probably rewritten it, looked more at the plot, given it to other people, and like gotten their feedback and stuff. But Girl, it's too late now. It's too late.
And you know what? Like, you have to be kind to your past self as well. I know. But for all things considered, Taylor, it's a pretty good book.
I appreciate that.
People like it.
I am gonna do like a line level edit of it probably in the summer and republish it as like a second edition. That's like, I'm not gonna change the plot because I can't. I can't change the plot. And like, I wish I had set myself up a little bit better because I had an idea for the whole series, but I did not have a fleshed out plot line for the whole series, which I wish I had thought that through. I wish I had done that. But it is what it is. So I think now I'm just going to go through, make my writing feel like my writing now, because it doesn't match up. Like, it doesn't. So that's what I'm going to focus on. Yep. You're welcome, Hannah. Love you. Oh, hello, Taylor. Named
another Taylor.
Okay, my 16-year-old self was like, one day the hormones will get better. 10 years later, she's still waiting for that day to come.
Fair. You know, some people are like, I just grew out of YA. And I'm like, I didn't.
Not me.
Whoops. I still relate.
Ooh, when did you decide to do YouTube members, Ko-Fi, and Patreon? Thoughts on each, please. YouTube members, I'm kind of liking it, kind of not. Patreon, I considered possibly switching to soon. I wish there was a better like community side to YouTube members. And honestly, I did YouTube members because I wanted a space that could be more like that feeling, like that community, and like having just videos for them that's like more like tips and like fun stuff and behind the scenes and like more about like my life, because there's some stuff I just don't want to like put totally on the internet, you know? And then yeah, I don't know about Ko-Fi. I don't think I've really like seen much from Ko-Fi or like.
I have a Ko-Fi.
Coffee, like coffee.
It's like coffee. Yeah. I have never advertised it because it was something that I just got, was like, it's nice to have. One day I'll figure this out. My understanding is that's the least amount of work of the three of them.
Yeah.
But
and like there's definitely a part of me that's like, I don't like the like thought of like asking for money or like, because I mean that's not what I'm doing, but it just like, I don't know, I feel like uncomfortable like charging people for anything, but I also know like creators that I love, I want to support. So it's like, I think just giving people that option and like by no means making them feel obligated to do any of that, and just providing a space for it. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Will you guys be plotting the second drafts for both of your current work in progresses? I am. I was like, what am I doing? I was like, does plotting mean drafting? I was like, wait, no, it doesn't.
I don't know yet, Bellabrook. I am a plotter typically. Like I plotted the entire first draft. It's more like I'm keeping the structure of draft one, and I know elements and scenes that I need to put in between all of that.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily know yet if I'm going to like plot that or if I'm just going to go for it. I don't know yet. This was like, literally a 9 p.m. decision last night. So
Natalie,
I'll let you know when I know.
We'll figure it out. I am definitely replotting and re-outlining because I know how, what's the word? Priceless it was for me to have. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore.
Helpful, yeah.
There's a word I'm thinking of. Who knows?
Integral?
Yes.
Maybe y'all, that wasn't the word she was thinking of. No. She just wants me to move on.
Hi guys, baby at work is sick, so I have a bunch of downtime. I love when I get to catch these streams. Welcome. Hello.
Just hit my desk with my hand.
Oh my god.
Anywho,
thoughts on the Oxford comma?
Oxford comma, yes. It is the correct way to write.
Yeah. I stand by that. period.
No,
when I turned 20, I cried because I wasn't a teen anymore, and I thought that meant I couldn't read YA. Never. I will have beta readers for Project Close whenever I finish the first draft. Any tips for editing YouTube videos, Natalie?
You're better at it than me. I just say, like, make it intuitive. I don't know. If you're like, this feels like I need a cut here, then do it. And if you're wrong, you can always go back. But I don't know. Just you watch content. You know what you like. I personally hate long pauses, so I cut all of them out of my videos. But some people don't, and they like that more like organic approach. Whatever it is you like, do that.
Yeah. I personally cut out every every and, every breath, every like that I can manage. Just because personally I want it to be very concise. Like I want my sentences to sound more fluid than they do when I'm naturally talking. And then even for B-roll, I try to have I think it was like 3 seconds is the max for a person to like watch before they get bored and they need like the next frame basically. And so I don't stick to like 3 seconds, but I just feel it. Like while I'm watching it, I'm like, and I'm bored, cut. I'm like, and I'm bored, cut. And like if I'm pouring coffee or something, like I'll try to get the moment in my head. That's what I saw like when I was getting that shot. And then I would say before you like get into filming, have a game plan and like know for editing use sake, like see the shot like as you would see it in your editing software and like know like what you're going to be talking about, what you're going to be filming, and like just have it in your head like structurally just for your editing self, you know, to have some help. And then I would say just be consistent in what you use, like your fonts, your style of editing.
Couldn't be me.
Like it's easier in editing. Like I use the same purple frame. I just changed my font like literally 2 weeks ago, so now I'm sticking to that type of font. My music I update like every 2-3 months. I use Epidemic sounds, and then I just like I already know like I have the flow of like, okay, this is funny, I'm gonna go 110% zoomed in, and then like this moment is like a longer span, like Tomato is annoying me and like coming into the camera, I'm gonna put a purple frame around me and like, you know.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Shout out Tomato, we love you.
We love you, Tomato.
Oh my god, my phone just vibrated. It made so much noise.
Oh, I love
my
you.
mother.
My mother. Is your new romance a series? If so, are you planning a whole series or one book at a time? I'm not sure if that's for me or you. For me, I'm
assuming it's for you.
My Project Close, that romance is just a standalone. I think all of my romances are going to be standalone. They're not going to be like interconnected. Although that could be fun in the future.
Don't get ideas. Nope.
What if?
No.
Not with Venture, but like I have one. Okay.
Taylor Ann.
We're gonna put a pin in that. I like that. I like that thought.
Good Lord.
Invaluable. Ian. Yes.
Thank you, Ian.
Brother. That is the word I was thinking of. Invaluable. My outline was invaluable to me when I was editing. Or is it time for the sprint yet?
We've been yapping for 25 minutes.
I'm scrolling through the comments. I'm getting there.
What if we just talked this whole time and we didn't write?
I don't think anyone would complain. Barely valid advice. Would also say to watch videos like an editor creator. Yeah, exactly. And then I just started incorporating like color grading. Like I just did that for like my past 2 videos and I love it. It's literally just like an effect you put over the whole video and it changes the whole like color of it. It's a LUT is what they're called. And
too advanced.
I really like how, but I mean, it's taken me 2-3 years to like get to this point. For that whole span, I was using the same, I wasn't changing a dog anything. I was doing the same thing. over and over.
Didn't understand a single word you just. No. She's speaking in Muppet. Yes. Chaos cliffhanger.
Because here's what I'm thinking.
Oh my god.
The close. Liam is from a different city. Okay, right? Than Chicago.
You're
He's
gonna
from
say
somewhere
dimension,
else.
even though I know
No.
that's not true.
No, that's venture coded. We're not talking about venture. So hear me out. What if the city he's from is from the city I already have another book plot like idea for, and like it's like his cousin or something, or like his sister, or like his best friend lives there. Yeah, we're gonna think about that. We're gonna think about that. Mm-hmm.
No, you're gonna think about venture alone, and that only for today.
Oh, yeah. What am I doing? Where are we?
You're plotting
I can't believe I'm deleting 30,000 words.
Yeah. I can't believe that I'm not finishing draft 1 and pretending that it's okay. But
this is this is real writing. This is what
is it?
The Taylor's universe. And now the vibes are okay. I have an idea. And wait, hear me out. Go to bed.
You have no idea how many times I've said that to her. You have no idea.
Should we do a sprint?
No.
Okay. Do you guys have any more questions?
Yeah.
Ooh. Are you gonna tell them? You should read Venture below. You should read the Venture series then.
Maybe.
Maybe check it out. You inspired me, Natalie, with your new video. Oh,
sweet.
I'm gonna finish my draft in 50 days too.
Let's go, homie. Come on.
Nap time. Does anybody have questions?
That was beautiful.
Oh my god, thank you. I've been practicing.
Mm-hmm.
This is doing things to me.
I can tell. Because I've been talking to you for an hour and you just woke up immediately in the past 10 minutes.
Yeah. Anybody have questions? Oh, hello. Ready to lock in. Well, we're not.
I have some disappointment for you.
What's in this cup? It is coffee. I can show you.
Can you? Oh, I thought you were going to like pour it on your thing.
Coffee.
You just American Girl doll smiled.
Imagine joining to that. Was it the last time we were streaming that we wanted to start the stream that way? We were both like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna hit go, and we were like,
wait, it's too much teeth.
I can't do it. Oh my god.
Good lord.
Oh, I believe in you. Because once you get to that cliffhanger and Venture below, you'll understand. You'll understand, my friend. Oh my gosh. Daily
power of God and anime on my side.
We both said the craziest thing. Do you guys use cameras or iPhones to film? I use my iPhone when I'm uncomfortable. So if I'm like out and about in like Barnes & Noble or like Walmart or something like that, I'll use my phone.
When is the last time you filmed in Walmart?
A day in the life vlog where I got one singular clip because I felt uncomfortable. Okay. And then for little libraries, I use my camera. Sit down videos, I use my camera. I have this ratchet Canon G7X that I've had for years now. This thing is, I feel bad for it. Like I'm forcing it to live still. So I'd love to upgrade that someday. I have like big DSLR cameras, but none of them have like a screen where I can see what's going on behind the lens. And then I do have a microphone that I use occasionally. I've been using it less. It's more like when I'm out because it's just more convenient to not use it all of the time because it's a little wired mic that I'm just like about, you know, sometimes. What about you?
I use my iPhone because it's the easiest thing. I have a very fancy DSLR, like $700 camera that I use for photography. But like y'all, I don't
It's
Ain't
a
nobody
lot.
got time for that.
It's a lot.
It's fine. Like, I have the newest iPhone because I just updated it in December, and
Ooh.
it's pretty great, so it's fine.
Yeah, because
Don't nobody care.
Your quality is killer.
Thanks.
So.
I use also the front-facing camera. This is my dog, everyone. But like, I use my front-facing camera, which everyone tells you not to do.
Yeah.
It seems to be working out for me. So
yeah, we're gonna update our phones like in a month-ish. Maybe more, 2 months-ish. I don't know. But I'm excited for that because I'm using my phone right now to live stream. So hopefully I broke my microphone when I like first got this phone like years ago. So like when I'm on the phone, like this microphone on my speaker is broken. So like when I'm on the phone, it doesn't work.
Incredible.
I have to talk on speakerphone. Anyway,
incredible.
What is your favorite? Hold on.
You can read
part about revising.
There you go. When it's done, I'm a big fan of that part. Yeah.
I think in a weird way, this moment right now, like when I'm like, it's all coming, like you saw how excited I was, like before we started live streaming, like I just feel that giddy, like it's finally clicking. Like it's finally
it's all coming together.
It's all coming together now. Like that's, I think this feeling right now before I actively have to start fixing everything, but I'm figuring it out. I think once I start getting into it, I'm going to be like, I got it. But I feel good about it right now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Do you all use natural lighting or do you guys have any other lighting you use?
I try to use mostly natural lighting, but I have 2 very large box lights that I use occasionally, but I didn't buy them for YouTube. I already had them because they're very expensive, so I wouldn't recommend going out and buying them.
Yeah, they are. And they're just like big and bulky.
Yeah, they're huge. They take up the entirety of this closet right here.
Yeah. I have a ring light that I bought off Amazon that broke and is like a waste of space that I hate. So I only use that in dire situations, like if it's really cloudy and like, I mean, I have this like dining room light that does pretty good, like even when I'm filming. And then I also have this big window like right here. So it like provides great natural lighting. Yeah. Yep, that's it. In my head, I thought you were hosting, and I was like, why aren't you going on to the next question, Natalie? What's going on?
Interesting. Thanks.
Yeah. It's a nice camera. I really like the user friendliness of it. Like it's literally just a point and shoot, and like I don't change any of the settings. Occasionally I'll overexpose it if I'm feeling uncomfortable. Let's see. I used to read in the
I just had a note slipped under the door from my husband.
Oh, okay.
It's like, what?
Okay.
No, it's not exciting. He said, I left my backpack at the gym, so I'm going to get it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what is happening?
Okay, we'll answer this question and then we'll sprint. Okay, Natalie? Don't look at me like that. You have to work. You have to get to work.
I don't want to.
That's too dang
My phone
bad.
died. Oh my god, my phone died.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
It is very romantic. It is. I love that. Do you enjoy drafting or revising more?
I don't know why I like writing because all of it's hard. Can I say that? Is this a safe space? I I like when the book is done.
I'm sorry, that's the realest thing we've ever said on this channel. Oh my god.
I talked to Ari about this earlier, like a couple weeks ago. I was like, I don't like that. Like, all of this is hard. Why do I do this?
I mean, yes, but there has to be some part of you that finds it fun.
Listen, I like all of it, or I wouldn't do it. But also, I hate all of it.
It's so hard. And I think that's the other thing is that if you're not a writer and you're looking at it from like an outside perspective looking
Yeah.
in, you're like, just freaking do it. Like, what are you
Yeah.
like? It's not even that hard. And you're like, you
You'll
have
get
no, my brain is scrambled eggs by the time I'm done sitting at a computer looking at a screen. Like,
Right.
you know how much work that is? Like, that's crazy work. Like,
and also like,
yeah.
I completely just forgot what I was gonna say also about.
I just realized we totally like are off what this question is.
What?
Personally,
My bad.
I like drafting more. I think when I'm most naive. Like when I was writing draft 1, I was like, I'm just having a good time. Everything's great. I love this so much. And then revising me is like, girl, like that's when I think I have to put on my critic cap, and I don't like that aspect of it. But I like making it better at the same time. But I think if I was to choose one, it's drafting me, who is more naive and just like, I'm having a good time.
Yes, I remember what I was gonna say because you agreed.
Okay, great.
The more you write, somehow the harder it also gets. Because like, yeah, you get in a routine of like writing more. That's fantastic. But the actual writing gets harder the more that you know about writing.
Yes.
Instead of like this reckless abandon of just like going crazy, you just sit there and you're like, but I know that it has to do this thing. And I know that it should be doing this thing. And sometimes it's hard to just shut up and write.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I had to separate in my brain when I was doing draft 1, because with Venture Beyond book 2, I was fully paralyzed by that thought process of like, I'm not oh Digby. I was like, I'm not
sorry.
I was like, I'm not doing it good enough. I'm not fulfilling all of these rules that I learned, or like the plot structure I learned, and like it was just constantly like in my head about it. And now I realize to separate that voice, and it just naturally will come in, you know, like as I'm writing. Ari said, girl, I have that thought 10 times a day. Why do I love torturing myself? This room, yeah. Is this a safe space? No. Foul. Okay. Oh, hello and welcome. We hope you're having a wonderful day too. We bully each other. Okay. We are going to jump into our first sprint, but feel free to drop some questions. I'll like store them, so then when we come back for our next yap session, we can like, you know, answer them. I did see, I think Renee had another question. I'm going to star it because we will continue to procrastinate. So please, while we're sprinting, if you have a thought about like questions, anything at all, like how
if
you're
you have
feeling
thoughts
today,
in your brain, now's the time to share them.
Yeah.
Hey, are we doing a 25? Are we doing a 140? Are we doing a 3? What do you want?
Chat, sound off. Sound off, chat. What do we think?
Brooke is eating tacos. Thank you for sharing.
We can either do a 25 now and then a 25 after our next yap, or we can do a straight 40. I zoned out. JK, what was the question? How long would you guys like to sprint for?
Everyone wants tacos.
Talking about tacos. 40, please. 40. Okay, so if we commit to a 40, that means we will not do another, probably.
It's fine.
Or we could.
I have to go later in the afternoon to the spa.
Oh, shut up.
So that's why I'm not wearing makeup today. I know you all just thought, wow, Natalie looks really sick. It's because
I thought you looked very refreshed and more lively than anything.
Oh, you're a liar.
With tacos.
Okay, 40 minutes.
I'm not a liar. Okay, now I'm getting confused. How about we just commit to a 30? And then that gives us some room. Then that gives us some room to do another sprint. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna commit to the 30. I know, a spa. That sounds so lovely.
Now I have to go back and change it again. I will not be treating myself to the spa, by the way. My mother gave this to me as a birthday present. I don't have spa money.
Oh, I love that though. You deserve.
Okay. 30 minutes. It's ready.
Okay, I'm gonna put it up. Okay, guys. We are gonna commit to 30 minutes. While we are sprinting, sound off some questions that you want us to yap about. And also be mindful that you're gonna do a last line when we get back.
She said, be mindful, y'all.
You will have to give us a last line of what you worked on. Oh, it's happening. Okay, good luck, everyone. Bye. Blah, la, la, ling. Blah, la, la, ling. That's a wrap, everybody. Come back in. Come back in. Gather round.
You ringing the dinner bell?
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
Oh.
Hello. There we go.
How's everyone doing? How did we do? Drop how you did, your word count, what you accomplished.
What is happening?
That type of vibe.
Hello.
Last lines if you have them. I don't have a last line because everything I'm writing is a spoiler. So
What is happening?
are you okay?
Yeah. My Scrivener's freaking out. I just do your normal layout. Why is it so hard for you? Okay, I fixed it. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Do you have a last Do you have a last line to share?
I do, but I don't know if it'll be like wasn't writing. It was brain dumping. Yeah. But I said experiencing joy at someone's gift of encouragement and realizing that this emotion was what was missing from her toxic upbringing. Also, my dog is here now.
Digby, how are you feeling, baby? Hello.
He's wearing a little shirt.
Oh, baby.
Can you sit so they can see you? Sit.
We've got another question.
Nope, he's busy.
Oh.
All right.
I am on chapter 32.
Woo, okay.
So I was on 26, right?
That sounds right.
I was on 27. Like I wrote 27. And I wrote like a half of 32. I can read a little bit of what I wrote. A week or so after blank has died and everyone is set in place.
So much death.
I do kill a lot of people in Venture Alone. I do.
You mean they'll be venturing alone?
Very, very alone. They'll be lonely. They will be lonely. Okay, I'm going all the way up to the top here. Everyone, bear with me.
I'm ready. I'm a bear.
I'm getting there. Okay, also, Reputate, so happy to have you.
What's up, girl?
We missed you. Joy is in the house. I couldn't do the full sprint because kids, but I got 264 good words down, so I'll take it. My last lines were dialogue. I'm going to read the dialogue really quick. Did you ask him how he feels about it? Yes, he agreed. Of course he did. Cecil would roll over and die if you asked him to, but did you ask him how he really feels?
I love it.
Valid.
Yes, I wrote 436 words.
Oh, heck yeah. I should see just for fun.
It's gonna be 1,005 million.
Oh, it doesn't do like, dang it. Okay, so this chapter one was 138. This was 117. Okay. It goes by like cell. 129.
Really long. You've lost me. The math is gone.
40.
Do 150 times how many chapters you did.
A lot. Okay. How else did everyone do? Project Distance, last lines I wrote for chapter Lost. Jesse can easily mute the call to leave me in my emotions. I feel free, released, like a whole new person starting a new beginning. Ooh. Okay. Hannah can't reveal the last line I wrote because it would reveal too much about my project. Valid.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Been working on world building stuff. Ooh, Rachel got 300 words, killing it. Tia, escaping to Mist was a tempting idea. She wouldn't have to get married if she simply vanished before the wedding planning began. I mean, that's true. Very true.
She makes a fair point.
Okay, RA, final line, there was magic in that boy, slumbering like a bear in winter.
Another bear.
I love it.
That's a good one.
I do like that one a lot. Irene, 197 words. It's a little rough here. That's okay. Ian, I'm just doing work stuff. No last line, I'm afraid. That's okay.
Sorry, I never paused, Flucus.
That's all right.
That's on
Ian,
me.
Ian, we're happy to have you here with us hanging out though. I got the basic concept for my next story that I hope to start writing next week. Let's go.
So exciting.
Natalie is a cutie patootie. Kristen, no last line, but I completed the history of the world I'm making, relevant history at least. I love that.
Very exciting.
Last line, I hope he was joking, she said as she faced her dance partner. Ooh.
I bet he wasn't joking.
I bet not either. Charlotte, I finished designing 2 signs for my work's upcoming fundraiser event. Let's go. Okay. Also, Kayla did jump in. Kayla's here.
Sup, Kayla?
Woo! Okay, last line. He's tall with broad shoulders, and his deep brown eyes have a quiet depth as if they carry untold stories.
Tell me more right now.
Oof. Tell me them stories.
Oh, you said tall and broad shoulders? Hello.
Hello.
I am 5 feet tall, so it's not very hard to be tall in my world.
Charlotte, good cause, but wish was working on my book. Totally. No, literally, the last lines are killing it.
Yeah.
Yanni, I did it. Finished the manuscript.
Hey! That's so exciting.
Congratulations.
I'm glad you only cried one singular tear because I sobbed the last time I finished a manuscript.
We're proud of you. We are so proud of you. That's amazing. Evelyn, their eyes shifted upward to peer through the large crack as if the dangers of the expanse would reveal themselves at any moment.
Mm.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And I'm killing, like, not, aw, they died, but, like, Taylor, why would you do that? Deaths.
Multiple.
Okay, I just finished a work email, so my last line is, thank you so much. Last line, I have caught the dream. Okay, Carrie, 249. First sprint of the day is always the slowest. Last line, hey, SpongeBob is hilarious at any age, old man. Graham, 24, is watching TV with the love interest 7-year-old. I mean, I agree with Graham. Imagine being the person just coming in and hearing so much death.
Yep.
A lot of death. Okay, Beth, last line, the apprentice whose heart she'd broken was now wearing the mantle of the most powerful mage in the realm.
Okay.
Last line from Rachel, I was overwhelmed and I was angry. I slammed my fist onto the steering wheel as a sob erupted from my throat. My head fell into my hands before there was a knock on the window. Duncan?
Bro, you good? Duncan is not good.
Ari, no words, but good productive coding for work. Amazing.
Go and save the world, Ari.
Do it. Ari's incredible.
Yeah.
Yes, we're all intrigued. We're all intrigued. No last line, but did refine some character development stuff. And you ate tacos.
She sure did.
Dude.
No, I'm very small.
How tall do you guys think I am? Please say tall. Please say tall.
I want to know their answers before I say anything.
Please say tall. Please say I'm the tallest girl in all the land. Please say that I give that energy.
She's 6'4", everyone.
Wait, oh my gosh, there's so many.
How tall are you? Like 5'3"?
No, I'm taller than you.
Well, I'm 5 foot, just under 5'1".
I'm 5'4".
Okay, that's tall. Sure.
Dude, congrats. That's not tall. That's not very tall. I'm very
smaller
short.
Than me.
I am very short. Ooh, another question. Let me start. Okay, Duncan is not okay. It's a really sad about the SpongeBob?
No, Duncan hit his hand on the steering wheel.
Oh, Duncan, yes. Graham was watching SpongeBob. Got it.
Yes.
5'5", 5'6". You know what? Thank you guys.
Wrong.
Ari, thank you.
Wrong.
That's what I needed to hear.
I'm so excited to meet Cody in person because he's like 6'3" or whatever.
Yeah, he's
and I'm
6'4".
5 feet tall, and I'm gonna be like,
that's
Dad?
valid. Actually, I do want to be tall, and I'm very short. Oh my gosh.
You know what? I can fit in child's clothes at Target. So who's really winning here? It's me.
Well, we do have some questions, and we aren't going to have that much yap time. I don't know how long we've been yapping already.
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, we'll have to answer these questions pretty quickly. How do you go about world building in real places or completely fictional or a mix of both?
I've said it before, and I'm not saying that this is the best idea in the world, but I usually do the least amount of world building possible beforehand and just start writing, because otherwise I will get stuck world building forever.
Mm-hmm.
That's my answer.
I think with like a really in-depth fantasy, like with Below, I don't think I had a basic idea of the like magic system and stuff. And then with The Sun and the Moon, which is my other fantasy series, that's more in depth because that's going to be like some of the plot beats are because of the world building and like stuff that's going wrong in the world building. So I had to like break that down a lot more. But I just kind of have like a singular document that I'm just word vomiting like all of my ideas in, and then I'm piecing it together so it makes sense. I hope that was an adequate answer.
An adequate answer.
I'm my words are fumbling. Okay, leave me alone. Best way to defeat imposter syndrome and boldly talk about the book you just completed. Anyone have an answer for that?
I don't have imposter syndrome. I can't help.
You're like, no, actually, it's all amazing.
Well, I don't think it's all amazing, but I acknowledge that the crappy part is part of the journey.
Yeah.
You know, I know that I meant to do this, and nothing can deter me from thinking that. But I know that's not normal for everybody. I just don't have that problem.
Like I really struggle with it when I'm trying to promote my stuff specifically, which I think is what, you know, RA is talking about. But there's a small voice in my head that I have to amplify that tells me there's at least one person who's really going to like my book. There's at least one person out there out of the billions that's going to fall in love with these characters and want more and want to read it and fall in love with the thing that I've written. So let that voice be the one that drives you, you know, and you're never going to find that out if you don't promote it or market or open up and vocalize your passion about your project, you know?
Yeah. Also, talk about your work in safe spaces first. Yeah. Like, if you're just starting out and you don't know what to do, talk about it here. People here are really nice in the comment section. Like, no one's going to be like, well, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Because more than anything, it's not. Probably.
Yeah.
And secondly, everyone's really nice here.
Yeah. And even bad ideas in the right hand can be well done.
Yeah, that's true.
So there is no bad idea, honestly. Okay, what has helped you overcome writer's block?
We've talked about this before, but you just gotta start writing again. Like,
it's the
you have to work through it.
Straightforward advice, but you just have to write. You have to write. It sucks, but it's like a muscle that if you don't work it, you're gonna lose it. And so just keep writing even when you don't want to, because more than the times that you do feel like writing, you're gonna not want to or like sit down and write. Like I found at least like 80% of the time I am not motivated. I don't want to sit down and write. But then when I do sit down and do it anyway, it feels just as good when I was motivated to do it. You know what I mean? Like the result.
Like exercising.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to work out, right? I mean, some people do.
It's good for you.
And when you're done, you're like, dang, I'm so freaking cool.
Do you think that it's necessary to have a writing routine? Why or why not?
I feel like having one would be extremely helpful, but I don't think you have to have one.
I think maybe if you're somebody who thrives in routines, that would work for you. But also giving yourself the grace and the flexibility that if it's not happening that day or that week or whatever it is, like don't beat yourself up for it because you didn't write from 9 to 10 a.m. Like maybe try to still aim to write that day or like work on your project that day, but don't like make it too rigid if you can't do it, especially if you have children and you have circumstances and variables that change day to day. Like it's nice to have a routine, but I don't think it's necessary. But again, if you thrive in routine and you want that, then try, yes. Amanda says, do you guys have a set writing routine? Are there certain times you work on your books? If so, how do you stick to it?
Kind of I'm a little rebel. where like the whole thing is like nobody can make me do anything, not even myself. So if I attempted to set a routine, it would work for a couple days, and then I would be like, no, nobody can make me
You
do
know
this.
what? No, past me. I'm not doing it.
Sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. So I don't have a set writing routine. I try to write more often than I don't. And that's kind of all I can make myself do.
Yeah. I don't have a set writing routine. But I consider like when I'm live streaming and like doing sprints with my friends, like that's kind of the most consistent routine I think I have. It's like I know I'm going to be working on my project on Wednesdays, on Fridays,
Yep.
on Sundays with Cody. So that's probably the most consistent routine I have, but I do try to work on my project every day in some capacity, some level of like actual work. Even if it's like I ended up outlining one chapter, I put in the effort that I could bring to the table, and that's enough, you know? I don't know how to stick to a routine like that. I got my morning routine down, my night routine, but that type of stuff, it changes.
Remember when you set a writing routine and you did it for like a day and a half?
That video is getting so many views, and I'm like, people are like getting inspiration, and I'm just like, girl, I should make a follow-up video to that.
Or maybe you should just follow the routine.
So, our next question is, how do you handle a project you have lost interest in writing? Ooh. Oh, hello. There we go. Do you have an answer to that question?
I think you need to identify why you've lost interest, and maybe that will give you more information. If you've lost interest because it got hard, I think you need to just push through. If you lost interest because there's a different, I don't know, like something in your life happened and you can't commit to it anymore, that might be okay to abandon that. If you've lost interest because you have another shiny new idea, you need to sit with yourself and evaluate which project needs you right now. I don't know. Kind of depends.
Yeah, I absolutely love that point of like, why did you lose interest? Because it could be as simple as something is not working. Like just something about your plot, something about what you've planned, or like even the direction you're going. If you're discovery writing, like you made a wrong turn somewhere, and like just identifying like what is going wrong maybe in that project. And like even if your goal is not to publish and you're just writing for fun, if you want to table that project and work on something you're passionate about, on like if you want to pivot, no one is telling you have to lock into that project. Like, you know what I mean? Like the only
Listen, unless you have a contract, nobody is telling you to do anything.
Exactly. You can write as freaking much as you want, and it can be as long as you want. So even if that project is shorter than you originally thought, or like whatever, like there's so many possibilities, dude. And like we have free will.
Yeah. Also, you might just need to talk with somebody about it. Like a therapist is a great option, but also like a friend and just like chat and see what it is that's giving you this block, this loss of interest.
Yeah. And even
or like talk through the story and be like, maybe I'm telling the wrong story here. Like maybe the core is right, but the way it's going is wrong. And the best way to find out is to talk to someone.
And even hearing somebody else be excited about your project and like being like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Like, oh, I love that. Like, I love the romance. Like, oh, I'm so excited about this direction or whatever, could be the spark you need. But again, choose wisely. It should be somebody who reads the genre you're reading, is somebody you trust. Like I specifically like love Natalie's writing style. Like she's goals in my book. So that's why I'm like, I really like trust her opinion heavily when it comes to like my plot, and even with like the writing is like specifically. So find people that inspire you and that you look up to, and that you really respect. You know what I mean? And like, if you can find that person.
Yeah, and like Cece, like if you need to find someone and you haven't found that person yet, like you can do it right now in these comments. Like drop what it is you write, and if anyone would be interested in reading for you, or you know, you could find it. You could find someone.
Idea. I do think we've been talking for 15 minutes. Do you think we have?
What if we just kept talking and didn't do any more sprints?
Natalie.
I have to go to the spa.
Natalie. Aw, we love you, Cece. Well,
I liked earlier when someone was like, ew, you gave real writing advice. Oh, Tia said that. What is this? Actual advice? No, thank you.
Hold on, let me go. I love you guys. It's just pure chaos in here.
It's a good time.
So if anybody has any questions, I guess we're just gonna freaking yap because Natalie doesn't want to sprint again, and she's in charge of the focus. So
yeah, I'm definitely in charge. Keep telling yourself that.
Dude, remember when I said this document was 3,500 words? It's now
hey, that's a good way to tell how many words you wrote.
I think it was 1,000 because
really dumb.
This is 4,500. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions they'd like to share in the chat about writing, about anything specifically you guys have questions about?
I know what to talk about. So I've been working on the emotional wound thesaurus.
Oh.
Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay, so it's like every type of trauma that you could have. And specifically for a character, not you necessarily. I don't know. You probably have trauma. And like an example of what that would be. And then like false beliefs your character could have based off of that. And like possible, not like plot points, but like things that could trigger your like emotional wound or like opportunities to overcome your emotional wound. It's good stuff. So I just went through that.
Can you pick one for Leo? You know his emotional wounds.
Okay. Let me.
Alyssa! Stop. I love you.
Alyssa!
I needed to hear that today. Oh my god. Also, I loved your vlog. I was literally watching it before we hopped on. I saved
it. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's so good. I just love Alyssa's writing vlogs. They feel like literal FaceTime and conversation with a friend. Okay. Natalie, did you find a Leo trauma?
I did. Leo
is the main character, like one of my main characters in the Venture series. I will say that. Okay.
Yes. Here's the emotional wound. The trauma is called bearing the responsibility for many deaths. Anywho.
Ooh, that's so funny. Okay.
It's very specific, right?
Okay, wait.
False beliefs.
Kayla is the biggest Leo stan I've ever met in my life. She says some unhinged stuff about him, and I'm like, girl.
Good lord. Okay.
We love Leo. Okay.
Here are some false beliefs that Leo could have. False, as in these statements I'm saying are not true statements, but he believes them. I can never make up for what I did. I'm a monster. People will hate me if they find out what I did. I don't deserve forgiveness, only punishment. I should have known what was going to happen and tried to prevent it.
Oh, well.
If I had made a better decision, people would still be alive.
Ow.
I can't trust my own judgment.
Ow.
No good can balance the evil I've created.
Okay, wait. I'm going to write that one down. What was that? Hold on. I really like that one. No good can balance the evil
I've created.
I've created. That's the thing. Like,
yes. So this book is really good if you guys are struggling with character motivations and stuff like that. It's called The Emotional Wound Thesaurus. Everyone should get a copy.
The emotional
Wound Thesaurus. These people also have written a million books, and all of them are good.
Okay. I love that so much. What are some triggers for him?
Seeing a dead body, witnessing an accident that causes harm or kills someone, stories on the news that are similar to the past event, attending a funeral, or receiving hate mail.
Okay, I have a trigger literally in this chapter I'm writing, so perfect. Okay.
So possible responses and results to this wound.
Okay. Yes, give it to me.
PTSD symptoms like insomnia, depression, anxiety, and flashbacks. Pulling away from family and friends. Separating oneself from society and avoiding people in general. Punishing oneself by denying things that bring them happiness. This one gets dark. Thinking of or attempting suicide.
Well,
refusing to care for oneself. Self-medicating through drugs or alcohol. Bankrupting oneself through charity donations in an effort to right one's wrong.
Ooh.
Avoiding responsibilities or choices that will impact others. Moving to a new city or town to get away from one's past. Avoiding friendships and not allowing people to get close. Lying about one's past.
Sorry. Sorry, that was really funny. I'm sorry.
And then like some good ones are trying to seek justice for the affected families, advocating for humane treatment, seeing a therapist, donating one's time and energy to raise awareness or change laws that factored into the event. Anyway, this is a fantastic book. Everybody should get it.
Sorry.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Listen, I realized though, as you were reading that, I pretty much, like, there were certain things for sure that I've had as a result of the trip. Like, I think that's what's so cool about it too. Like, it's nice to have a source that has it written out for you, but then also, like, as a writer, we already kind of know what the trigger and the response would be.
To and prove that you're a writer.
Leo has definitely been in that triggered headspace for quite some time now. Wow. Copes. Yeah, I cope. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. There's like, this book has a lot of like very specific things. So even if you're like, my character situation would never be in here, there's some in here that like.
Yeah, because Leo's is pretty specific and you found it.
Yeah, like there's, let's see, let me just read some of them. Some of them are like legitimate trauma, and I'm not going to read those because
please don't.
Because
that'll actually be Ooh, Laura posted my fan art on Blue Sky, and the author responded.
Queen, okay.
Ooh,
this is a speech impediment, a traumatic brain injury, living with a chronic illness, declaring bankruptcy, failing to save someone's life, making a public mistake, being falsely accused of a crime, living through civil unrest, living through famine or drought, unrequited love, a sibling's betrayal, being disappointed by a role model. Those are all sad.
Gatekeeping, gaslighting, girl bossing.
He sure is.
I'm looking back through the comments.
Ooh, telling the truth but not being believed.
Oof.
The one that Ray has is being raised by a nice narcissistic parent.
Ain't that the truth?
That's what my little girl's going through right now. Growing up in the public eye. A house fire.
Alyssa, I had the same thought, but I thought it would be inappropriate to just shout that mid her listing these
bankruptcy. But I
declare bankruptcy. Miley, you can't just
I declared it.
Go and shout. But I didn't shout it. I declared.
I declared
Okay, wow. That book is so insanely helpful. Wow. I did see a question that was asking what Leo's Enneagram is. Okay, he's not a 1, not a 2. Not a 4, not a 5, not a 6, not a 7.
My bro is
maybe an 8.
I think he's a 7-wing 8 personally.
Leo?
Yeah.
Yeah, because 7s thrive off of like, they don't like to be uncomfortable. They don't like to be like faced with what makes them like easy, and like I get it. I'm a 7 wing 8. So
I'm an 8-wing 7, which we've discovered before. That's why we're friends.
Yes, it's exactly why we're friends.
The chaos and
yeah, I think
the 8.
I think Queen Seraphina is a 3, like a tainted 3, because 3's goal is like power, like status, like that's what a 3 like aims for, is like being successful. That's what they are driven by, and I can see that being the Queen. A 3, maybe, I don't know. Enneagrams are hard for characters in my mind.
Yes.
Buying that book now, as you should, Fred. Thoughts?
I gotta go to the spa.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because, I'm going to the spa, just so y'all know.
Where are you going? I'm sorry?
The spa.
Oh, the spa. I thought
Yeah,
you just
spa. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to fall asleep on that massage table, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah, this is your nap time. This is nap time.
My nap time.
Prime nap time. Wow,
Yeah.
the spa. Yeah.
The spa.
Well, Natalie, why don't you tell the folks where they can find you and what you're up to?
The internet. Here. Actually, not here. This is your channel. Yeah. I have a channel. It is my full name, Natalie Jane Shields. And Alyssa, stop being sassy in the comments. You're distracting me. I am currently filming a vlog series, which is 50 days to finish my novel. You guys have a preview of how that's going, but anywho, get ready to see that. Hopefully by Friday. I don't know. What is life? Pray for my dog as he heals. Yeah, and if you didn't know, I'm going to the spa, so very excited about that. That's me.
Well, if you guys, like hanging out with us, we will be on Natalie's channel next Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
but before then,
or a fight to the death. Are you with me this Friday?
I am.
Shut up. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's you
with CK and Joy.
CK. Yes. I'm so excited. We're having a fun Friday stream. And I'm very excited about it.
Will it be slightly less chaotic? Who's to say?
To be honest.
I'll probably be wearing makeup, so at least you'll look at something prettier.
So if you guys, want to get notified when that goes live, just hit the little bell icon. And if you're not subscribed yet, it would mean the world to me if you subscribe, give a like. And then if you guys want to comment your favorite takeout food in the comment section when we end the live, I will heart it and then put emojis of that food. I don't know. Maybe that's incentive enough. We'll find out.
Where did this idea come from?
Just now. And yeah, I'll post a fun, cozy reading vlog Saturday. We will be live streaming Friday. I will be live on Cody's channel on Sunday. And I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day and your week. We love you so much. And we will see you somewhere else on the internet.